Hello and thanks for watching. This is Outlaw 2044. I'm playing a bit of Path of Exile 2, and what I have here is a Deadeye Ranger, which I'm using a crossbow with instead of the traditional bow. I have a lot more fun with the crossbow. People like it with the bow instead. That's fine, whatever. I'm getting right now. I'm 75th level, and my DPS for my crossbow with rapid shot is 10,000. When it's fully charged, I'm maxing around 50 something thousand, and that's more than enough to clear most of the maps. I'm still getting one shot every now and then, so that's the purpose of these recordings. For one thing, is to figure out what's killing me. But I think it's physical because my physical is not that high. So the armor here does physical. I'm going to go deep dive in the game itself because this is a very complicated game. Uh, and it's rather difficult to play. So there's a lot of things going on here, but we can go over a deep dive gear video in a minute. I'm going to go a little deeper into it, but let's just get into one of the maps. This is Endgame, so basically you have 3 acts in this game. Uh, you have 1, 2, 3 acts on normal, then 1, 2, 3 acts on cruel, and then you have Endgame. So I'm in Endgame now, and the Endgame map is ridiculously huge, and all these little greens are the ones I've already done. And so the idea is to work through the map and then work on the towers and stuff. And there's lots of videos out there talking about that, so I'm not going to go over that too much. I just want to talk about my build and what I'm doing here. But so let's try another map. So we just finished one. We're going to go into map 4 right now, a 4th level map, I guess. 4th tier map, what you want to call it. All right, let's grab one. You do 10 each round, and once you do 10, you go to the next. You do the 5s, and then you do 6, and on and on and on. So let's look for one that is a 4 that we can do. We finished that one already. Now what I'm trying to do now is to get over here to these towers, see what's going on. Because when you get to the towers, you can add other things to them to make the maps harder and therefore have more loot. So let's go in and try to find one. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go this way, so let's try that. Let's try that. We'll go this way, and then hopefully that'll get us to that tower, right? So let's try this. I'll put this in here. They call this juicing maps by improving the quality of the waystones. So I've already made this into a rare one with one of the orbs. So let's traverse this and see what happens. So first off, these 6 portals are a complete lie. You think you have, maybe 6 lives or whatever. No. You die one time in a map, you got to start the whole map over. You lose your XP, you lose, well, I don't think you lose your items because I've come back with items. But you do lose anything that was on the ground. So you got to be careful of that. Now, all these 6 will go away. Now, what this really means is you can only go in and out of the map 6 times. So if you lose your loot, that's why I'm very picky about what loot I bring back. I try to bring back only the rare stuff and the stuff with sockets, basically for the crafting material, right? So we're gonna go in and take a look. So rapid shot is a very interesting way to play this game. Okay. Oh, something's already coming. Vehicles are busy. All right. So rapid shot is not really warmed up yet. So there's a lot of things coming. But what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to hit now. There we go. Alright, now I can get. Oh, that's the delirium one. So let's do this. Let's see what I got here. Alright, so let's get to a point where I can show you. Alright, so here's the. If you look at the rapid shot here, that's what it's going up to. That's my damage right now, 26. Every time it reloads and builds heat, it gets higher and higher. So it's at 66, 65. Alright, so it drops some waystones. I'll come back and pick that stuff up later. But for now, I want to do this. I'm going to take this. I don't know what this thing is, but it makes me kill monster shots. So, whoa. That is a lot. So I'm going to switch over to... Oh, damn. Alright, so... These guys get rough. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking for a minute before I die here. So I try to go to the edge of the map first. So you see this hard layer up on the upper right hand corner of the little window there. So that's the hard edge. Come on, guys. Alright, so yeah, I'll come back to that later. Alright, so hard edge, I'm gonna come down here a little more. Now the setup I have here is several really good builds strung together, basically. Oh, nice stone. I'll grow that now. So this uses Herald of Thunder and Herald of Ice combined. So that when I'm freezing and shocking things at one time, which is why you occasionally see them explode, that's what's happening. That's those two syncing together and just exploding a pack of monsters. So if you're familiar with Dungeons & Dragons or Pathfinder, D&D, you've heard of chain lightning. So basically that's what's happening here when I use this function. So Herald of Thunder and Herald of Ice chain things together, create the perfect storm of damage to destroy everything. And then of course then I have this, which is emergency reload, which boosts the DPS up significantly while I come across something harder to kill. And it's getting tough in here. So I keep moving and circling, that's basically my strategy.
Too weak, too slow.
I will come back and clean all this stuff up later. But for now, I just want to get to the edge of the map again and start edging it. Pop a couple of grenades in there. So basically the things I like to collect are the yellow things, the orbs, and the waystones, so I can continue playing deeper into the maps, bigger maps. Now, I've noticed that Rapid Shot here has a glitch, and hopefully fix it soon. So what happens is, you've noticed that it doesn't always fire. Sometimes it just stops. So the thing to do is you double click it and it usually kicks it back up again. Alright, let's get some emergency reload here. This guy needs some killing. So if you notice down here, see it's still recharging. There's my arrow here. Still recharging. Come back here. Okay, alright, so we got that. We want to take that. The superior stuff you want, because see this quality over here. If you follow, no, I can't see it. All right, so if you look at where the pop-up is, you see the second item says quality. That can be stripped off at one of the tables, so you can use that for crafting later on. So I usually grab it. Of course, it's a waystone. I want that. Gold automatically picks up as you go by. Another rune. Another superior. Alright, why's that gold not picking up? Alright, whatever. Alright, let's continue looking for more stuff. So if you notice, when I'm going to shoot this direction because I don't want to alert anything. Alright, so if you see here, if you're up on top here, you see that's charging. That's the heat building up. So here I've got Herald of Thunder. Killing a shocked enemy will cause the next few attacks to call down lightning orbs or lightning bolts. And that's what happens. You see them all explode at one time. This does the same thing. It freezes. So I've got the synergy going on here. And if you look at the passive tree, most of my passives right now are built into attack speed. I went the attack speed route. And then I started doing the light to bring down their lightning resistances, my movement speed, and increasing my elemental damage. Okay. So for the nodes, I've had a tough time with the nodes because you have to balance your nodes with your gear and what you're using. So you sometimes have to come in here and you have to either change it to strength or intelligence or something else. And you can always change these things for gold. So more passives penetrating their elemental resistances. So right now, if you look at my build, let's put that on pause basically. I'm going to look in here. So rapid shot. I'm going to take a look at rapid shot. All right, so right now, if you look at where is it? There it is. My lightning penetration is at 75%. It was 105 before, but I had to adjust because I was getting killed too easy. So now it's a little lower, and I'm building back up again. So my recommendation now would be to find the highest DPS weapon you can play at your level, and then load some orbs and just go with that. Try to kill them as fast as you can, basically, and just avoid them. Kill them at range. Now, I played a monk, and a monk is really fun too. So that's a different kind of build. That's a melee build. So here I've got rapid shot. I've got it tuned up to a pretty high level, to level 16 right now. Martial tempo, which is very good. Martial tempo, what it does, it increases your attack speed. Then I've got fresh clip. This gives more damage every time it reloads. Primal armament, more damage again. Mobility, because I'm holding down fire constantly, I'm walking kind of slow. And so mobility helps me move around faster. And also one of the ranger passives, I'll show you in a second, will actually let you walk faster as well. I haven't gotten to that yet. Conduction, more shocking. All right, so Galvanic Shards, that's the big blast thing you seen earlier. Same thing here. And I use Ricochet so they all bounce around. I've been swapping this out. The DPS is not really high here, but it's more than enough to clear out packs. If you've seen it, has it done pretty well. So let's take a look here. So the passes that I was talking about is here. You want to go, where did they go? There is a passive here that you gain speed no matter what. It's mobility. Well, maybe I didn't take that one. Maybe it's the other tree that I took, because I took Deadeye instead. Yeah, it's the other tree. Never mind that. Okay, so here we go. Let's continue playing this. All right, so. Ooh,
No mercy.
Nice. And they're coming. Oh, great. One thing I wish they would do in this game is auto sort or have an auto sort button, but it does not do that, so you have to kind of figure out where things are. Alright. So I was saying about weapon heat earlier, where this is charging up. See, the higher it goes, the more damage it does. It goes up to, right now, I think 25 or so at my level. But it can go up higher. Oh, and I have a mod on here that calls out things on the screen that they drop so I don't miss anything. I don't know if you noticed a little bit of stuttering just then. Whoa, that's close. Oh boy, this is crazy. See how it stops firing? Because when there's too many things on the screen, sometimes it goes crazy. I might just die here. Let's see what happens. There we go. Galvanic Shards. That is quite the fun thing. This big guy with the sword wanted to hit me. Physical damage is what that guy probably does, and he probably killed me in one shot, which I'm trying to avoid. Alright, well I cleared that out real quick. Oh, anything good around here? That's cockroach. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, pick that up. I think that's Hear the birds in the background. Nice and quiet. Peaceful day in the woods. Yeah, after a while, in the beginning, yeah, you want to collect a lot of gold and whatnot and sell everything off, and we'll go over that in a second. But I'm always one of those people that like to get the highest DPS because that usually kills things quicker. And so, with any character I'm playing, I'm looking for the advantage of going towards DPS versus survivability. But apparently, as you get into Endgame, you really want to kind of try to balance it more. Because the resistances are always going to get you later on. But if you're playing ranged, it's a little easier because, well, you're far away from the monsters. And if you nuke them before they even get to you, I guess that's pretty good. So, which is why DPS is good. Alright, nothing in there. Cause see, they can't even get close to me. If they can't get close to me, they can't hurt me. There's a couple other things I've got going on here. A couple other buffs that... Okay, nothing's coming out. Let's go over those buffs. Okay, so... you get what's called Spirit as you get on in the game. I've got 149 Spirit right now, and that's a combination of... I think you get 120 or so... or 100 or 90, so something like 90 throughout the actual campaign itself. And each one of these you use to put permanent buffs on. So I have these permanent buffs up and they're running. Now I also have some gear that gives me more, so I can actually put more buffs on. So let's see what we got. Herald of Thunder is one of the buffs I was talking about. And Herald of Ice are another. I have two more that help my survivability. Time of Need. A Time of Need. Now, if you notice the 133 in strength there, that's actually in red. That means that I don't actually qualify. I don't have enough strength to do it right now to use this. But because the other gear lowers the qualification basically, and I can do it. So that's why it's not a glitch or anything. So what this does, it continually heals me as I go along. So it's up and running, and it's here. So it's showing me. So I'm receiving periodic blessings that heal me and removes curses. So now the next one is Wind Dancer. And I really like Wind Dancer. Wind Dancer, what it does, it gives you basically 4 shields. And as you're walking around, these shields protect you. They take the hits for you. And as they take the hits, you don't actually get hurt yet. So most of the damage that's coming in is ranged, unless they get too close to me and then they hit me. But that's when my armor needs to kick in, which I don't have enough right now. So because I'm playing range, all they have to do is they're trying to get range to me. Because of this, this takes most of the hits for me, and so that's improving my survivability. All right, let's go find another pack. How big are we here? All right, so we're down here. We got to go up here. Sound of the
Return to the earth.
switch. I won't do that. I gotta switch. That. There we go. Alright. So, once you've cleared out enough of a map, you'll notice this marker here. This is pointing to you to something that, like the next boss or the next place you need to go to kind of help finish the map. And sometimes I just stand here and just hold the fire button down. I just sweep it back and forth. So they go crazy. He's jumping here. Gorillas. Gorillas. Now, when you're in the campaign, of course, you're not going to see this many packs of monsters normally. These maps, you can adjust the waystones, like I said, about juicing them by making them more rare, and you can add different modifiers to them. And what's this? Anything good? +5 to attributes. That might sell. Oh, and that's the trading too. I'll talk about the trading in a minute. So if you noticed that when I looked at my inventory earlier in my stash, there were lots of different tabs and I labeled them whatever I wanted to, basically. Some of them are called premium stash tabs, and those are the ones where you can list the things for sale and people can buy them on the website. So the game and your character is linked. Oops. Let's get out of here. Take that. Oh man, that hurt. Alright. So the game and your character. Oh, that guy almost. So this guy right there. I think he killed me last time. Because he's pretty strong. But we're gonna do this. There we go. On over. Okay, so now we dealt with him. So you can list items for sale, and you sell them for different currency, and they cost different things. Of course. And the trade website, I like collecting the crossbows. I mean, they're pretty good. So. I'm looking for the advanced. At my level, I'm almost on the cusp of getting the expert ones, which do a little more damage. So right now, my weapon is doing 400 DPS, about that. I wonder if it actually shows. I thought it actually shows the actual DPS of the weapon itself. Let's take a look here. Crossbow shot. Here we go. Is it here? No, let's see if it says that. Attacks per second. No, I thought it would show it. Okay, so there are a number of DPS calculators online, which basically use a formula to determine what the stats from the stats of a weapon, like what kind of damage it does. So this thing's pretty good. This is a Soul Core Advanced Forlorn Crossbow. So I've got physical damage, lightning damage. That's my two main things. So I have a lightning focus build, and so that's why it's mostly lightning. I've got this helmet, the Dree Dragon's solid helm, which I found a guy talking about in a video. He said how it converts the various things to damage, and it works really well, as you can see how it's doing. This is another piece that I bought. Now, when I say bought, I mean on a trade site for a number of whatever orbs people were asking for them. They can get pretty expensive. This is another really good piece. It increases everything pretty much. It does armor, increases rarity, does all kind of cool stuff. Now, the thing I like best about this is that it increases rarity of items found and resistance based on how many of the runes you have. So it's 4. That's 40 right there. So, and these are different. I've got mana regeneration because with this build, that's my problem. So if you notice when I'm fighting, this mana here will drop all of a sudden as I reload. Let me shoot somewhere that won't attract attention. Right, so if you notice, when I reload, see how that dropped? When I'm deep in the weeds and I'm really getting hammered with a bunch of things around me, that can drop pretty fast. And at times I have run out of mana, and that's killed me because these skills are all linked to using mana for shots. Alright, so I probably should go back right now. This is good too. I like this one, the Hand of Wisdom. This, for every point of intelligence increases, it gives lightning damage and also increases dex. Every 25 points of dexterity, it increases my attack speed. So those two things are perfect for my build. Let's take a look. These boots, I swapped them with different boots, which reminds me, this boot, I probably should put on the other boot. This increases my movement speed, which is great, because you really want something with 10 or higher movement speed, because movement in this game is life. If you can't move out of the way fast enough, you're dead. So 20 is really good. That's one of the highest I've seen. But I don't really need it this high in this map because what I'm really after right now, because mapping, as this is called, is really about finding the rare items, the stuff that you can sell or loot or whatever you want to do with it. So let's do this. I'm going to go back and change to another pair of boots that I have, but I didn't actually bring with me. So let's go get rid of this stuff first. Oh, hideouts. So you get a hideout. They're on the map. Where's my hideout? Yeah, it's here somewhere. One of these is my hideout. The one that we're in right now. Well, either way, there are hideouts located throughout the map, and as you come across them, you could claim them basically once you clear them out. Okay, so talk to this guy to identify everything for me. I held Control and clicked on him, and that automatically identified everything. Then I'm going to go to this guy, and the first time I'm going to change things that I don't want, because most stuff I don't want. Anything that's quality, I'm going to go to the bench. Anything that's magic, I'm going to go to this guy, and he's going to break them down for these shards. These shards of transmutation turn into these other shards around here. Turn into these shards that upgrade normal items to magic items with modifiers, right? So that's how this cycle works. So we're going to get rid of that. Actually, I didn't look and see how strong this is, so. Okay. Anything else here? I don't need that. Okay, I think that's it. Alright, let's go here.
What can I do for you?
Salvage bench. Alright, these things are salvageable. See how they highlighted them? This has 8 quality. I can take that out. This gives me this. See right there. It's going to give me this kind of thing. This is going to give me what? What did it give me? Here, it gave me some armor scrap. So I gotta see what this can do. I mean, let's see what this. I don't know if I want to shred that yet. Let's take a look here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna open this up. We're gonna look at our base TPS here. Oh, that's what I was looking at the wrong thing earlier. Okay. Let's see. Crossbow shot. 4,000. No, I do not see where it says how much it is. That would be a nice tool tip if they actually calculated it for you. No, but I know my crossbow is like 390 DPS or up in that range somewhere, and I don't see that number anywhere here. Okay, so that's not gonna happen. Alright, so let's take a look at this. Let's see what this does. So with this crossbow, it's 9676 is the base DPS. Let's swap that guy out and see what it does. 4,000, so half the amount. Alright, so I don't need it. Even if I buffed it up, because, see, this is already a rare item. And I'm hitting Alt when you see this other stuff pop up, which tells you more about the different prefixes and stuff, and that's way more than I want to get into right now. But you can have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is basically maxed out right now. And even at 13% quality, I'm not going to be able to put another 7% quality on there to make it do that much damage. That's not going to happen. So this is just for the shredder. But it is a yellow item or a rare, so I'm going to give it to this guy to get one of the better shards for later. So this gives me a regal shard, which creates regal orbs, which are different. Take a look. So let's go in here. Now, if you hold down Control and hit Shift and hit your thing, it actually automatically moves your money and stuff where it needs to go. But you have to configure it. All right, so let's do that. Get rid of these things. All right, so in crafting, not everything sorts automatically. You gotta kind of fiddle with it. Will they do it later on? Probably. I mean, it still is early access, so let's see what it does later. So, trials. Trials are a different beast altogether. I've got to collect lives of coins now. These are chances to go through the trials, and they are pretty much things can one-shot you, and that's the end of it. Okay, so here are the shoes that I'm talking about. But let's do this. So, rarity on your gear. When people talk about rarity on your gear, they talk about how rare of an item you can find. That increases the rarity of the items you find. So this pair of slippers called the Wonder Trap Silk Slippers starts at 50. So that's really good. Then I have some other stuff here that gives me more rare. So there's 18 here. This one has anything on there? Any rarity on that one? No. No rarity on that one. Anything here? I thought I did. Nope. Nope. No rarity there. No rarity there. Okay, so at the moment, it looks like I only have. Yeah, I only have that. Okay, that's fine. That's alright, so let's swap these back out. We're gonna put these over here. The movement on these are 11, so it's not as bad. I mean, it's decent. But now I have, what is that? 50 plus the 18, so 68 rarity. So that's pretty good. We're gonna go find some monsters now. Let's continue, because that's gonna boost the drops. That's what that does. So when this rarity makes the amount of the rare drops come out more often, so you get better drops. And with better drops, of course, you could, you know how that works. All right, so let's take a look. I'm an Endgame, so I'm gonna put this here. So I've got this sorted out, so it's 10, right? So it's 10. I'm working on the 6th map right now, and these are just extras I'm going to put on the side over here that I'm going to either break down and combine to make a higher level one for later on. Alright, that's just to get it out of the way. Alright, so crafting. These are all different rune stones.
Go on.
Alright, let's go back in there. Let's go kill some more monsters. How I'm doing on time? 32 minutes. Okay, so let's go. So I gotta warm this up a bit.
Meet your end.
Yeah, I can definitely tell I'm moving slower. Okay, so.
Barely broke a sweat.
Yeah, definitely need to kill that guy. Even the birds try to kill you in this game. Almost everything you see is just trying to kill you. Oh, an unset ring. That's nice. Those add extra skill slots. Those are good. The unset rings. Now, this ring is white, which is an interesting thing because you want to collect white items because crafting in this game is basically gambling. It's okay. It's not my favorite because you can't always get what you want. But you can start with a white item. This is your base. So here, this unset ring creates a single additional slot. So your slots, you get 9 of them, I believe. And this one, if you were to put this ring on, it would add an extra one. And sometimes you need more stuff. If you notice, my build is pretty stripped down. I really used like 2 things here. I've got lightning arrow. I was going to test that. I'm probably not going to do it this build. I'm just going to put the other thing back in there in a minute. But for now, since I don't even use it, it doesn't really matter. So my 2 main things are rapid shot issue being the grenade launcher, the voltaic grenade launcher, and the Galvanic Shards, which I'm getting close to something here. Now we need to clean this up because we walked by some stuff earlier. We're running around. Let's pick up the gold. Ah, there's the rift. This is the last thing on this game map, I think. I've done everything right. I didn't do the middle part. I always save these things for last Because I was saying earlier that if you die in here, that's it. It'll close the map on you and you'll have to start over. God. So the thing to do is to clear out the map first before you do any of the big stuff. But at least if it kills you, which it might, because it is one of the biggest things, is whatever weird monster thing's gonna come out. You'll see in a moment that packs of monsters are gonna come out with that thing. I don't know what that one's called. I think that's the Delirium. There's a thing called a Breach as well, that more packs of monsters come out. Oh, so here are more gold items being. I'm getting closer to the monsters that will end the map, or let me finish the map. And they look a little different from the other monsters. They usually have some little ring around them or something. Oh, I just killed one of them. I don't know if you saw him. Collect that orb.
Don't mind if I do.
How's it looking here? It's looking pretty packed. One of these down here. Give them a little more room. Alright, let's go down here. Switch over if I need to. There it is. What is it? Did I get its attention? Oh, it's crap. Map complete. Excellent. Okay, now just because it's complete doesn't mean there's a lot of stuff still kill you, so you can. Good, we're done. Let's go back up there and start that last bit. Okay. I'm gonna go one more time to get rid of all the items I have. Can I pick that up?
Rather not break my back.
What that one? No. Alright. Alright, there's the Delirium. I'm going to go back. Same thing. We're gonna identify, sell off magic items. At this level, you notice you'll not really care about what you're selling because the gear you have on should be better than anything you're finding.
On with the work.
Oh, that's that last thing I picked up there. Nothing. Alright,
Yes.
Alright, let's dump the... Okay, let's go to the rings and look at that. So ring and crafting. Okay. Now I have them here in case I want to craft later, or if I want to sell them, I can do that too. So, Endgame map 4 or whatever. Go back to crafting. Put it there. Okay, let's go and see what this Delirium means. Alright, so when I walk in here, that's gonna be a pack of monsters coming. So I'm going to switch over to Galvanic Shards. Right, alright.
Nothing you do will be remembered.
Here we go. Ugh, jeez. That was fast. I don't even know what killed me. I have no idea what killed me. Something got me. Alright, well that's the end of this video. So if you notice that the game at this point freezes, so you can't really tell what's there, but I did notice this is the monster that's near me. This thing called Rage and Fury. So can I get any information from these? Alright, so if I look at these monsters, this, so that's disappearing, right? Okay, so that's that. Now the map is closed and I can't come back to this map. I have to come back and finish it. But since it was already finished, completed, it actually counted. Does that make sense? So you don't have to redo the whole map again. So that's why I saved these things for last. I'm not really quite sure, but I'm going to look at this video really closely in a moment and figure out why and how I died. Alright, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've learned something new today and it helps you get into the game a little bit. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I will try and answer them. Or I will make a video of something you might want to see. Alright, thanks a lot for watching. This is Outlaw 2044 playing Path of Exile 2 and having a lot of fun. Thanks. Bye-bye.